Hi, today we've got Dennis Kayser from Forecast. Dennis, thank you so much for joining us.
No problem.
Yeah. So Dennis, tell me a little bit about your role at Forecast and what Forecast really is all about.
Yeah, sure. So Forecast is basically created out of a concept that we believe that software should be smarter and more connected, meaning one-click real-time insights, connecting all your existing systems. So basically, what Forecast does is it connects and provides. It connects all your existing systems and basically provides an amazing user experience that lets project managers, team members, upper management stakeholders plan and run projects in a way that's accurate, predictable, and profitable, basically.
Got it. So it's a project management software tool then?
It's like it's a mix of so we've basically taken a slice of project management, a slice of business intelligence, and a slice of data integration, basically.
Okay.
Right?
All right. Got it.
So it's kind of in between three different product categories, basically.
Yeah. So it's actually a very useful tool at one destination, essentially.
Yeah. Basically, it's like it becomes kind of your central hub for project management and running all your projects, seeing how profitable your clients are, all that stuff.
Right. That's where the intelligence comes in. All right. Very cool. So talk to me a little bit about how long ago this initiative started, and then talk to me what an ideal client for you folks looks like.
So we started this about 3 years ago. We just raised our first investment round a couple months ago. So our, just hired a lot of people. So the team has grown, more than double right now over the last 2 months.
Yeah.
Our ideal customer is basically digital agencies. So any type of agencies that does, client-related projects. That could be building websites, doing marketing campaigns, doing, all kinds of project-related stuff, basically, right?
Interesting. Very cool. So, there's a ton of digital agencies out there.
Yep.
Talk to me a little bit about, when you're targeting these digital agencies, it sounds like it could be a social marketing agency. It could be a search engine optimization agency. It could be really even a web design agency.
Yep.
What is their biggest pain point right now? It sounds like you're trying to solve it with your software, but what is a common theme you're hearing from them? And how does your software fit into it? And talk to me about a particular case study then, in terms of someone who is making use of your software then actually has seen their business grow significantly. I would guess that's why they're using it.
Yeah, totally. So the common theme here is that a lot of companies are either still stuck in Excel, which obviously is a bad thing for various reasons. The other option is that they have, maybe multiple solutions, one-time registration system, one project management system, one, resource management system, all kind of spread across, these different platforms, and they're not really connected, right? So basically, by connecting that for them, they can just keep using whatever they're using, right? But we just put our system on top. Then they save, a lot of time doing all kinds of manual entry. There's a bunch of things there. And then on top of that, we provide like a ton of insights on, reporting KPIs. So you can get like all the data out of the different systems, right? So you can kind of get that full overview of how everything is going and who's, working on what.
Very cool.
So we're working currently very closely with an agency called the Pacella Group.
Okay.
It's based 50% in the UK and 50% in North America.
Okay.
And they are about 50 users on the system.
Okay.
And they've basically, transitioned into our system and are using our system end to end, and have been using it now for about a year, I think, and are very happy about it. And they're they love our customer support. They love the platform. They just really happy about it, right? So
yeah. So talk to me about your pricing. I mean, the thing I'm hearing from you right now is, hey, there's a case study of a 50 user seat essentially, and what I'd like to know is, what about the single user? There's so many digital marketing agencies where it's just a single person running it out of the basement, or maybe the 5 companies. A lot of digital marketing agencies they don't all have the luxury of having 50 employees.
Yeah.
So who are you targeting, and
so basically
pricing levels?
Yeah, so basically, we're not targeting that type of company, right?
Okay.
So if you're a single person, I'd say if you're up to like 25, 10, 25 people, it's probably too small for us, right?
Got it.
So because your complexity is not that high.
Got it.
So, you might be fine in, any other kind of smaller to-do list project task.
Continue using Excel, right?
Or you can use Excel, right? Yeah, I mean, if you're just one person, Excel is fine, right?
Yeah.
But when you hit that kind of growth where you are, 3 to 5 to 10 project managers, right?
Mm-hmm.
Then the complexity starts to increase, right? And you have, a lot of people you need to manage and figure out what they're doing, so they work on the right things, right?
Okay. So now talking about pricing, I mean, I'm glad I asked you that question because, a lot of people are going to be watching this video and it's helpful for them. Hey, should we even contact Forecast? So now talk to me about, hey, what is your pricing for those that are 25, 30, 35 people and more?
So currently our pricing is actually charged per project manager, which is like typically a user ratio of 1 to 10. So you would pay for every 10 users, something like that. We are actually going to change our pricing very soon. So it's going to be a more easy to understand per user license, right? So, but we're very competitive in pricing. So it's, we're not the cheapest, we're not the most expensive. We're kind of
Okay. And now talk to me. Are there other software packages like this, SaaS packages out there, and how is it that you differentiate in them?
I'd say there are obviously we have some competitors, right? But it's kind of how you slice it, right? So obviously we will have a competitor in a time registration segment, in a resource planning segment, right? But those are kind of single use products, right? So if you want to go across, there's obviously still a few, but our idea of this and why our product is vastly different is because of our whole focus on integrating with your current products, right? So for us, we're not going to enforce you to use a specific time registration system. You can use whatever you want. You can use ours or you can use anything, right? Mm-hmm. And we'll just pull the data. So we don't really care what you use. We think that, different companies will have different preferences for different systems, right? And, you might, have used a time registration system. I'm just using that as an example, right?
Right.
That's 10 years and, you might not want to change that, right? So why should we bother trying to, convince customers to change that, right?
Right. Okay. Very cool.
And then on top of that, we have this whole AI machine learning thing that I haven't touched upon at all, which basically learns from all this data that comes into the system, right? Mm-hmm. That means that we can learn, which of your clients are the best clients to work for, which clients always fail for their projects, which clients do you have to wait for, all kinds of kind of metrics we can measure, right?
Right. That's powerful information for certainly an agency for sure. Let's talk about the future of your company, essentially.
Sure.
You're 3 years in, it sounds like, and if I'm going to be spending money with you, I want to know, yes, you got funding, and that's great, congratulations. But I want to know you folks are definitely invested in for the long haul as well. Are you folks profitable? And number two, because you went through a significant hiring, it sounds like, and if I'm going to be engaging all this data in your my business then depends on this solution, essentially. Mm-hmm. So I want to make sure, hey, you're going to be there for the next 3 to 5 years, and you guys, and then I want to know what your plans are for the next 3 to 5 years.
Sure.
Well, maybe that's too long. 2 to 3 years for sure.
Yeah, sure. So our kind of closest plans are launching basically a brand new version of a product, which is coming out in 2 months, a version 2, which is much more powerful than the current one. And then obviously, basically we're in this to scale this, right? We're getting customers now onboarding from all over the world. Groupon trusts us with their data, so we have those on. We have a number of financial institutions on. So we don't necessarily just have digital agencies on, but that's kind of our target, right? But people from other industries are finding us as well and really loving it, right? So we're not, if people want to use our product, they should use our product, right? So I'm not critical on that. So, but it might not be our target customer, but it's still, a lot of the big companies that are trusting us, right? Sure. And we want to, scale this, and we have customers now all over the world. We have customers in South America. We have customers in Australia, all over Europe. So it's pretty global already, right?
Yep.
So yeah, obviously we're, obviously worried about, not worried, but focused on being profitable, right? But it's not our core focus right now.
Okay.
We're now basically just getting so many people on. So if we were not to go the funding route and just go profitable, we could not scale this to the scale that we're trying to do, right?
Sure.
So that's basically why we're doing it, because we could stop the funding now and just go profitable. That'd be fine, but that's not
the plan.
Sure. That's not what we're here.
That's not the plan.
So we need to do this big, right? So we want to we want to be known in over the entire planet, basically. Right?
How many customers do you folks have?
We have about 25 customers on now.
Okay.
And our onboarding, so just today, I think 5 or something came on. So we're basically onboarding a ton of people right now, and that's also why we're hiring a lot of people to support this, right? Because we also want to keep providing a great customer service, right? So,
Excellent. All right, Dennis. Well, how does somebody actually connect with you folks if they're interested in learning more about Forecast?
Obviously, go to our website, forecast.it. Fairly simple. Otherwise, contact me, phone or email. My email is dennis@forecast.it. So also fairly simple.
All right, man. Well, I thank you very, very much for your time today, Dennis.
No problem.
Thanks, man. Bye-bye.
Thanks.